on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive. On how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Owls offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number one for the squad.
Drops back on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week. And you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the USF Bulls offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes a major weapon in DeAndre Johnson. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. You want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really
right down the boulevard. Past the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, and he hit the upright. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All over him immediately. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He makes the catch. Running free. The 10 to the house. Touchdown.
And that's what makes This guy's so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 8. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This USF offense will open this drive right here. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Looking long. Brings it in down the left side. There he goes. Touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Coming out with it, it's Burton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his target. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Got the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. Snags it, and there's running room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Lets it go. Hauls it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Here's Duke Watson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Looking to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
to the back. Nowhere to go.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Rush right in his face. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. 3rd and long coming up. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Quickly out to the tight end. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Making the adjustment on the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side is Watson. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. And the Bulls in the hurry up. Trying to run, it's Watson. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run with Watson. And he's in! Touchdown, Bulls! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
3rd and long right here. Selling the fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Bulls! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
29, Florida Atlantic, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. And he coughs it up inside the 20. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to go up top on second down. Working that left side now. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Sets his feet. It's Croman Hope. He uncorks one deep. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, USF. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Look out! Buried before he could blink.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week. And the
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. Finds his back in the middle. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up fourth down from the 43. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Needs it here on fourth down. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this.
Touchdown, South Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They're all over him.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Under pressure. They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Well, the quarterback was trying to scramble that time. He moves to his left, buying time, just trying to find a throw somewhere. But how about the speed and the pursuit by the defense? They get him down inside the end zone. That's 2 points, and they're going to get the ball back.
To the air, it's Croman Hoke. Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, going to throw it. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Watson. Caught, and he's got room. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Left side is Isaac. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line. Here's Duke Watson. Touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
52. Florida Atlantic, 14.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run it. He's got the first down. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Owls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half, one of the things they're looking to do here to start the third quarter is get the ball to their downfield threat. You can tell their wide receiver continues to be productive, and he can get big chunks of yardage back. They want to get him the ball early and often to get back in this game. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Drag down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Ford Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. With the catch, it's Boggs. Dobbed after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Trying to establish the run. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to squeak through the pile. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the right. It's caught. Wide open spaces. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little...
Snags it, and he's open. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. Discretion, the better part of valor, not going to give him a chance to return as they kick it toward the sideline. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Driven back.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Back to pass, it's Ncaa27Cuh. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Rush is on. Got his man on the right. Fights off the defender. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting a field goal.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Dropping back, it's Ncaa27Cuh. Right side, it's Watson. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. Second down to the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Second and long here. Tells to fake. Trying to get rid of it. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Rifles it down the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Drops back on 1st down. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's got great speed. And there he goes. Touchdown, USF. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes zoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Running inside, it's Burton. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to pass. With the catch, it's Mooney. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Owls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. On the ground, it's Burton. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Breaks into the open. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, South Florida. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
South Florida, 87. Florida Atlantic, 20.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to go up top on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Swings it out to his running back. Runs through a man. He might have space. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Gets the back moving. Second down, gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
Pushes ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulls sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today.
Gonna let it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Lucky to get it off.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot.
Looking for a huge play. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Got a man in the middle. Breaks free. Inside the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll start the return, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Finds space, it's Burton. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Snap in the shotgun. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Vols use their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little. Makes the catch and he's free. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Quarterback signaling to his guys. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Fires deep toward the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Wrong, but this live.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout now called by USF, and that's their final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Takes the handoff. It's Burton. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Looks it in. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed